My amazing friend Yun Hao, an old classmate of January, offers to deliver the letter. After the guard leaves, he glimpses a life insurance secret inside. At the funeral, he asks everyone to put down their chopsticks and be a little quiet, because he's about to read something super important. January's will. Meanwhile, Yunjin just couldn't resist curiosity and secretly opened January's registered letter, only to find several insurance documents inside. At the funeral, Taejin's voice was magically loud, telling everyone that January took out a whopping 5 billion in life accident insurance just a week before he died. The beneficiaries are not his wife Seo Hui, but two old classmates he hasn't contacted in ages, Zhang Daejing and Hu Yunjin. Alright, all main characters are now present. Unlike most TV dramas, there are no extra characters here. Every role has a clear backstory and personality, with relationships that are a web of complexities. Their motivations and desires constantly drive the plot, making the storyline nearly perfect. Let's take a quick look at the character chart. Don't worry if you can't memorize it. If a character is always around, you'll be irresistibly drawn to them. How magnetic. No worries if you can't remember. If a character hasn't appeared in a while, they'll make a note on the list so no one gets confused. Our protagonist, Jae-jing, is a narcotics officer who just got promoted but is framed for drug issues. While this story seems to be linked to his old buddy January, but January accidentally falls to his death. In his last ire, he called Yoon Sonju, Park Taejin, Lai Pang-woo, and Woo Yunjin. Can you believe that? Yunjin said he hung up the phone right after picking up, but what's the truth? The other three got calls too, but what they talked about remains a mystery for now. Yunjin is a full-time gossip reporter, cashing in on celebrity scandals. He really reminds me of our own Ju Yijin. Continuing on, Yoon Sonju is the prince of Jinkyung Group, super wealthy, and just took over the pharmaceutical company. He's eager to impress his father. He's the leader of the trio. Next up is Park Taejin, a young and talented prosecutor. He came from a less fortunate background and received support from Yoon. He grew to be who he is today, the trio's brains. Next is Lai Pang-woo, Jinkyung's security chief and Sonju's loyal secretary and bodyguard. He's the heavy lifter of the trio. And then there's Yun Hao, whose biggest dream is to turn the trio into a quartet, but Sonju just won't let him join. Once he was in jail, now he's a taxi driver. Shiny is a good buddy of January. He studied hard and got into medical school. Now at Songyu's pharma company. Lastly, Ju-song, Yunjin's backup and Jae-jing health insurance manager. He arranged January's accident insurance. From this character distribution, we can see these 9 form 2 small groups. Jae-jing, Yunjin, January, and Ju-song are all classmates. Sonju, Taejin, and Peng are the hardcore trio. Cheng-yi likes to play solo and gets along with everyone, but Yun Hao. He's all alone. But soon he'll show his true skills. Jae-jing's sidekick, Xiao-jing, has major issues. He was the first to arrive at the scene. When Jae-jing went to the hospital, he was also the first to arrive. Whether that's good or bad is still up in the air. January's wife, Xiao Hui, is a woman. Both her daughter and husband have passed away. She's the toughest character in the whole drama. And let's not forget about the drug dealer Joe and the elusive doctor. Alright, that's enough character introduction. Let's get back to the plot. At the funeral's VIP room, Sonju is invisible in his chair. Did January say anything that night? Taejin and Pang are scheming in their own ways. Taejin pulls out the will. January's insurance has another beneficiary, someone they all know. Jae-jing asks who Lai Mingyu is, and Ju-song rushes to grab his notebook. Xiao Hui and Yunjin return from outside. Yunjin, a bit nervous, asks if a friend of his who bought a huge insurance policy could be compensated if it's a... Jae-jing asks Sonju if it's a 5 billion insurance payout. Yunjin is shocked. Jae-jing sighs and rushes downstairs to find the trio, demanding the investigation again. At that moment, 2 detectives pass by, saying they need to investigate Xiao Hui. Taejin asks if it's about the will. Xiao Hui replies, "What will?" Taejin spills the tea, revealing January left insurance to rarely contact his classmates. Xiao Hui gasps, chest paining, asking Jae-jing if he knew. Her entire series of nosy actions are solely aimed at proving that her husband did not commit suicide in order to obtain compensation from the insurance company. Now that they have arrived at the police station at this moment, however, Old Ma hasn't uttered a single word yet. Jae-jing is just opposing everything, and the situation is suspicious enough at this point. Why doesn't Taejin agree to investigate? Is there a secret lurking in there? The interrogation room door bursts open, and Taejin strides in, saying there are no signs of homicide at the scene and the heirs clearly refuse an autopsy. After saying that, he turns to leave, but Jae-jing suddenly gets up and chases after him, making the interrogation room go haywire. The police chief barges, telling Jae-jing to calm down. Xiao Hui suddenly says she wants an autopsy. Taejin angrily turns and Xiao Hui admits contemplating suicide after her daughter's death. But she survived. How could her daughter commit suicide? Moreover, the insurance was for 2 seemingly unrelated yet sensitive professionals. A policeman and a reporter. What does this even mean? January hoped to uncover the truth through them. Sonju storms out of the police station in frustration. Can't he even handle such a small matter? How can he expect her to inherit the group? There's absolutely no way to uncover any problems in this event. 3 days later, a turnaround is bound to happen. Jae-jing missed January's burial ceremony, and the outcome of the event won't be revealed for another month. At the police station, they caught 2 shadows. They were using those yellow pills. According to the joint investigation, the police were right there at the station. They got caught. The cops got caught. The cops really got caught. The cops got caught. What a comedy. According to both of them, this mainly started circulating in the market a couple of months ago. The taste and effect are similar to ice, and some in the circle like to call it lemon ice. Jae-jing walks into the interrogation room, kicks Ayajin out, and pulls out lemon ice from his pocket. Little Hugh malpantses like a wolf. Jae-jing slams the drugs on the table and asks him how often he takes one. Little Hugh Mal's tongue is all tied up, bursting out. At the beginning, one pill can keep you euphoric for an entire day. That's 444 pills. Jae-jing asks what distinguishes this ice from the others, creating an abrupt silence in the interrogation room, filled with tension. After the funeral, the two sit at a needle shop, and Ju-sun tells Yoonjin that there's actually one more person on Junri's insurance beneficiary list, someone Yoonjin reported on before.